The Three Circles Guide is a great tool to use with preschoolers because it includes visual illustrations and simple hand motions to help preschoolers learn the basic steps of the gospel message. Note that we do not ask preschoolers to respond to the gospel yet. We want to be sensitive to where preschoolers are developmentally and what is age appropriate for them to know and understand about God and Jesus. Our goal is to help them know that God sent Jesus for them, that He loves them and wants to have a friendship with them. As preschoolers grow and ask questions, pray for the Holy Spirit to move in their hearts to want to know and trust in Jesus. Let's see how the Three Circles can introduce preschoolers to the beginning foundations of the gospel message. First, start by drawing the first circle and explaining that this circle represents God's plan for the world He made. Draw some squiggly lines to represent the world and lead preschoolers to connect their fingers above their heads in a big circle representing the world. Share that at the very beginning of everything, God made a perfect world and gave a man named Adam and a woman named Eve the big job to take care of everything God made. God's plan was to have a friendship with the people He made, but something went wrong. Draw a big X to the right of the first circle and lead preschoolers to make a big X with their arms right in front of them. Explain that God let Adam and Eve enjoy everything around them and gave them one important rule: not to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. But Adam and Eve broke God's rule. When we disobey God's rules, it is called sin. Our sin makes God sad, and God must punish sin. Because they disobeyed, Adam and Eve had to leave the garden and live in a sad and broken world where they could get sick or hurt and would one day die. Next, draw the second circle and a zigzag line for brokenness. Encourage preschoolers to pretend to wipe a tear from their face, representing sadness. Then explain that the world we live in is sad and broken because of sin. Sin broke God's beautiful plan for us, and now we see sad and scary things in our world. People who are hungry and sick and hurting. We also see sin in us. When we say and do wrong things, we sin too. That is why we need Jesus. Draw the third circle. In the circle, draw a cross and a crown over the cross. Lead preschoolers to place a crown on their head. Jesus is God's Son and the King over everything. God sent Jesus for us so we could have a friendship with God again. Jesus wants to take away our sin because He loves us. Jesus offers us the greatest gift of all, to have the same kind of forever life with Him. This simple way to share the gospel is clear enough for preschoolers and adults to both hear and share. So use it whenever and however you can to share the good news of Jesus.